Hi everyone, this is Sky. Welcome to Sky's Intuition. And I am telling you, I am so reluctant today because this is the absolute first time that the Divine chose all three piles. So we have three readings, and I'm sitting here dilly-dallying because goodness only knows. And and I said, I gotta get it done. Gotta get it done. Divine Source, thank you for the protection that you give me each and every day, all the days of my life, from the enemy and oppressors and those that wish evil upon me. Divine, thank you for your constant protection in all ways and forms from any negative energy. Thank you for consoling anybody who is in need at this time, Divine. And thank you for the divine messages of the day. We do readings in between. I know I owe Patreon members the Empress reading, so I'm going to try and do that next and get her done, because I had planned on doing it yesterday and then something else came up, so I do apologize. Okay. What's the first card out, Divine, for this message? We have three piles. April. Somebody's name could be April. Something could be significant about the month of April. Then we have major piece of a puzzle. Could have something to do, again, with April. Fifth house, creativity, pleasure, hobbies, romance, and love affairs. Maybe somebody started a romance in April. Or with somebody named April. Could be. Or an Aries. April stands for a lot of things. Easter, the beginning of spring. Angels surround you. They do. They surround you. And alone. So there's something having to do with a loan. Something on loan, money, finances, house, car. Something from April to June. April, May, and June. Because we have June, which is the beginning of summer. So for a season, more than enough. More than enough. Maybe an evidence in June? I don't know. More than enough. Or you are more than enough. This could be a woman whose name is June as well. Could have to do with Gemini, air energy. June. Divine. Then we have the U.S. Court Agreement. I made this kind of like behind the scenes, but it's something behind the scenes official. Like when I made this card, I wanted it to be like, I was thinking more or less like under the radar, but official. So U.S. Court Agreement. Journey was worth the trip. Somebody pulled something off in June. But angels are, I don't understand. The buck stops here. Oh, snap. Was somebody got caught up. Somebody got caught up making agreements. I don't know. Then we have jar spell. They still doing that crap? Oh, they, or maybe in June they were doing it. Doing it well. Put them in a jar and do a spell. What the heck? What the heck is a jar spell anyway? What do these people do? They take a piece of your clothing or an eyelash, a piece of hair. I'm just learning from watching other tarot readers because I didn't really know what it was. And they put it in a jar. But I will tell you this, guys. Years ago, I had a vision of a jar of being, and I knew nothing about jar spells. I really did not. Of being trapped behind the glass, and it was um, like you couldn't see through the glass clearly, and there was this big face looking at me, and it was distorted too, like it was, curved glass, so you couldn't see, and it was very thick. And they said something about now I'll know where you are, or stay where I put you, something to that effect. I don't remember the exact words, but I remember having that vision. Busted. The jar busted. Oh, snap. That was years ago. But I knew nothing about jar spells. I just thought it was a nightmare. Desperation. And then I started to really develop my intuition and my knowledge a little bit better. I mean, I've always studied esoteric stuff, but I never studied spell work. I never really studied spell work per se. I was more like into the light worker thing. Desperation. Somebody is desperate to make an agreement with the court. Oh, court dates coming up. Journey worth the trip. Something about this. Whoa. We did get plea deal. Over $100,000. A loan? The buck stops here? What is going on? The divine is hot today. Hot, hot, hot. What has gone on? Witch. Jar spell. Witch. Good Lord, having mercy. Fiasco. They got busted here. Or the jar spell. U.S. News. Ooh. Ooh, we caught the big fish. Court date. Wow. Yeah, that's what I think happened here. To catch somebody got caught. I don't know how to explain how they got caught. I can see how they got caught, but I don't know how to put it into words just yet. It'll come. Mortgage and deed. So this is the loan for a mortgage or a deed or a mortgage. Maybe somebody was trying to get a loan against a property that was in your name. Pawn shop. They got to come up with some do-re-mi, it looks like to me. We're going to take these first, because this just is screaming of courts and illegal fiascos. Guys, thank you so much for watching my videos and watching my channel. It means so much to me. And if you noticed, the storyboards are back. I'm not making them as long because of my current situation with the software. I'm waiting for them to have an update that debugs it, because I've done everything I could think of to do. Even bought a new machine, though. Come on now. Which reminds me to thank all Patreon sponsors and members. You can contribute individually if you'd like to through Cash App. Please do not use my PayPal. I should erase it, but I always forget to. But through Cash App, which is down below, you can individually um, donate if you'd like. However, um, there are some of you who like the Gypsy Hobo readings that are over on Patreon now, and they like the readings over there, and they have decided to be a paid member, which entitles them to the Emperor and Empress or Hobo Gypsy individual readings as well. I do over for Patreon paid members. Gypsy Hobo readings are actually free with a membership. However, if you are a paid member, you get them 3 days in advance. See how it goes? You get more. The more you give, the more I give. The more we give, the more it gives to Source. Okay, so April, what happened? Political warfare. Somebody started politics in April. Evidence, major piece of the puzzle. Evidence of something here. Some evidence was a major piece of the puzzle here. Ooh, you tried to flip out. I'm going to peek at it, but okay. Fifth house. I thought it would be significant, but it may be. Memories, this isn't it. Somebody had traces of love long ago that didn't got. Memories of romances and love affairs and pictures. They were faded photographs. Da, 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 da. That's an old song. Alarm, angels surround you. So somebody should have known better, I think. They should have known better. Maybe at some point, um, you might have told this person that you sense angelic presence around you or something that ties you to this angelic protection. Stalking, alone. Maybe they're alone, alone meaning all one, alone, stalking, or they want to stalk you to borrow money. For what? June. Or they're saying that something was alone. Could be taken a lot of ways. June, something blew up in June. From the inside. So this is like a blow up from the inside, nuclear. Like it's spreading far and wide. It's radioactive. Climate change, yeah, more than enough. So there was evidence, more than enough evidence, that somebody had tried to change the climate around you. So change your surroundings, affect your surroundings in some way, your atmosphere. Do you understand what I'm saying by atmosphere? This could be in your job. This could be in your playtime, whatever you consider play, hobbies, uh, your vocation, your mind, body, spirit. They, more than enough, climate, everything around you that surrounds you. So they might have tried to turn people against you. There was a major piece of the puzzle is this. U.S. court agreement. Firearm. What? With regards to a firearm? Government agency, journey worth the trip. So this government agency maybe had made a plant. Somebody who said they were agreeing to all this stuff, and they were in the inside. They were in the inner circle, and they blew this up in June. Wow, because there was more than enough evidence. The buck stops. This. Oh wow. Rumors. The buck stops. Oh, buck. The buck stops here. There's rumors. Antichrist, jar spell. Oh, Lord. You know, guys, I should start to pay attention to when the screen freezes and at the timing, because right over jar spell we have Antichrist. So somebody does not have Christ consciousness. They are not about that. They're not a Christian. Busted. Somebody was doing, like, putting things in a jar and acting like they were you and talking to them. Maybe that was what my dream was, because they were exposed. They were busted. More than enough evidence. So now this person's doing the desperado. They were all bravado, and now they're the desperado. Desperation. You know, you can only tell people. Now, I think I mean, personally, I think I have a lot of wisdom, a lot of book knowledge, really, and a lot of experiential knowledge. That you maybe, somebody younger than me, I would hope doesn't make the same mistakes that I did. And my mother said the same thing to me one time. Don't make the same mistakes that she did, you know? But we all have to experience. It keeps cutting me off in significant moments. I'm now paying attention to this more than I was, because, all right, let it go. Desperation. So this has made somebody very desperate because health risk. Desperation, health risk. What does that mean? With the jar spell? I don't understand this. Unseen danger and this court date. Unseen danger. Could this have been a government agency trying to implicate you? Planting evidence. Remember I was saying something about plant? Very weird. Over $100,000. What does this mean? Divine. If I'm trying to make a point and it cuts off, it's because I'm just going to leave it to the divine, that maybe something wasn't meant to be said. But over $100,000 flight risk. Ooh, they can't leave. They can't leave. Flight risk. They want to borrow. Look at this. I don't want all those cards. A witch here. So somebody can't leave. Bad guy. So this is a warlocky witch or a bad guy and a witch. Maybe did a jar spell. Fiasco. Polar shift. All of this back in here was evidence, more than enough evidence, that they wanted to change the way you were perceived. It was all a joke. Big joke. They're the joke. U.S. News. Yep, the times are changing. Everybody knows. Everybody knows. And that's staged, caught the big fish. That somebody here, blah, 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 so darn much, rumored about you, and it created this whole, oh my gosh, so many crimes out of rumors. Mortgage and deed. This created so many people doing crimes against you. Truth comes out. Look, and yet somebody doesn't want to tell the whole truth. Look, they're crossing their fingers if they tell the truth about this mortgage and deed. Look, they're your rival. They didn't want you to know they were your rival because this flew out like this, right? But you knew. I mean, come on now. By now, we know a lot. Don't think we don't. We know a lot. It's dealing with the fact that people that you might have broke bread with, you might have slept with, you might have uh, done a lot of things within the past was up to all of this just to get to your wallet. What's in your wallet? Remember my day one A1s. Remember that. And my A1 day ones, those who started out with me, will recall that I called this like 5 years ago. Especially again, I point to the person who said, I've been unraveling this mystery for 5 years for some of you. And the mystery has been longer than that, but it's just been the long uh, that God has put this within my purpose to do. All right, so let's see. We do have a celebration coming up, or somebody was celebrating with two women, one man. Celebrate. Possibly this bad guy with this witch. Political warfare. Thief. April. Somebody could have stolen something from you. They could have come in through the window. She came through the bathroom. April. Somebody stole something. Look, this is your all about enemy. There's this evidence that somebody was your enemy, a major piece of the puzzle. They stole something from you. Doctor, memories, baby, pregnancy, romance, pictures. This might have been a picture of a pregnancy or a baby or something, alarm, widower. This person, um, oh my gosh, I can see it. It's so weird. This person may have said that they were your widower. And, oh, I'm so shocked. And, oh, crying. And the whole time, this is the way they're walking. They ain't walking their talk. If you had passed. Stalking. Look, a child. Alone. Stalking. What is this? This baby here. Memories. Pregnancy, a baby, alone, money, for a child, stalking. Oh my. What is this? Nuclear. Somebody set this all up. It doesn't make sense because the longer it draws out, the more nonsense it makes over real sense. You know? Nuclear in June, somebody stole from somebody. They were going in the window. Look. Maybe looking in your window. Look at this. Come to my window. Come inside and wait for the light of the... Yeah, this blew up in somebody's face here in June. Climate change. More than enough. Elderly woman had more than climate change. So something around an elderly woman may have changed. Firearm. Fake. U.S. government. U.S. court agreement. So with regards to a firearm, some fake agreement about a firearm. Government agency. Messenger. Journey was worth the trip to get this message or to receive this message. Ooh. Rumors. Service. The buck stops here. People were talking about you being a service, like, that's, this person may have said that they loaned you money for a baby or you were pregnant. They just say, like, jabberjaw. They say stuff that doesn't make sense after a while, because you can't be in two places at the same time. You can't be dead and alive and doing something else. You can't be crazy and dead and deceased and be spreading a disease, but yet be, if they're watching you, if they're supposed to be caretaking you, how are you able to be running around crazy spreading a disease? They say so much stuff that doesn't make sense, and to them, only to them, it makes sense. Look, somebody had a jar spell, a love spell on someone. They don't believe in God. They wanted to reunite with you. They were doing a love spell. Priest was exposed, busted. So they wanted to come back into your life for you to get into trouble here in some way. Health risk, desperation. They were desperate for some kind of gift here, this money. Death. Maybe the window was closed. The window closed for them to, oh, I get it, I get it. April, the window was still open, but by June, the window had closed. Okay? So somebody here, an elderly woman, had more than enough. This person might have been with somebody who was a lot older than them, and they had had more than enough, or their mother had more than enough. Something in their environment. Okay? Oh, I'm sorry. So somebody falsified that you had, I don't know, maybe loaned them money? Mm-mm-mm. Gift. You see, they're desperate to get this gift. Unseen danger, death. This is all about, they didn't see that somebody wasn't going to make it to court. Something about somebody not in unseen danger. Or something that they did, they were set up to do, to go to court. Flight risk. This person's health designates them a flight risk. Over $100,000 they can't leave because of their health. Bad guy. Friend. Some bad guy was doing witchcraft on you, pretending to be a friend. Lord, polar ship, fiasco. They wanted to be seen as like somebody's father or a boss, or that they reunited with you. Doing this jar spell stuff. Change. Despair. U.S. News. Yeah, this is about firearm. This is somebody who's going to do. This looks like it's going to be on the news that somebody committed suicide. I hate to say it. Or they changed their mind. Or this was supposed to be that somebody committed suicide to get out of something, and they agreed behind the courts to do this, because we have Lord again. Polar shift. Staged. Fiasco. This is the pretend, that somebody is pretending that they've done themselves in. That they staged, caught the big fish. Somebody here got caught. They got caught up in this fiasco. Mortgage and deed, and what do we have here? We have a house. Truth is coming out about this house. Wow. Somebody may have said that you passed away. You're going to get a letter from somebody who is an enemy to you. There is a lot of gossip about this person coming towards you as an enemy to give you this letter. This person does not want to give you this letter at all. This elderly woman had a younger man as a lover. Okay? And that's what's going to be talked about. The gossip is going to be about this older woman being in love with a much younger man. Or a child even. I don't know. I'm sorry if you didn't get that last bit, but this is somebody who's going to come in and try and act like they're your friend. You're going to see it as a fiasco. They realize that you shifted. They're in despair because this was all an act and they got caught, and now they're going to try and come in with this mortgage and deed and stuff. This person, this person's dangerous to themselves. They are dangerous to themselves because the thoughts that go on in their head they don't make sense. Yeah, there's a reason why you don't do this stuff. There really is. It's because it does not, in the end, benefit anybody, and it doesn't make sense. It's not like we see the King of Swords, and I don't know if we will, but with the logic, but he's not even been logical in a lot of the readings, or the Queen, which is really interesting. All right, Divine, let's close this up. We have two other of these black cards readings, and I want to do the Emperor. So let's get some tarot, and then we can close it up. And we'll take as many cards as you give us on each one, because this is be the last layer. Divine, what happens in April with this thief? A Queen of Pentacles started some kind of politicking against you or something to steal from you in April, in the month of April. But there's evidence here. There's some kind of evidence here. Six of Cups. Somebody here with a child, an enemy, evidence, major piece of the puzzle that somebody in the past was really your enemy. Four of Swords. They wanted to put something to rest with your memory. They wanted to put the memory of you to rest, possibly by getting pregnant. And then we have the Widower, Page of Cups. The Widower, somebody could have actually passed away pregnant. I don't know, because this is the little fish, and this is the man looking into the cup. So maybe this person could have passed away, and now they have the child. I don't know. Lone? I don't know what they would have passed away from. But it does say widower. Two of Pentacles, say somebody's juggling a baby and they need a loan or something here. Now, I don't know if this is a man or woman. Please don't make the situation your circumstance, nor the circumstance your situation. Be your own guide, and, follow your conscience. Let your conscience be your guide, and use your own free will. Five of Swords. Someone here wanted to win at all costs when it came to this money. In June, something blew up from the inside. They're mad. This elderly woman, more than enough. King of Wands. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Something about the climate around this. More than enough. And the Tower here. The shock of this person making this being fake, or this firearm may have gone off. Some agreement here was made in court. Shocking agreement here. And a government agency journey. Did somebody tell someone, oh, you'll definitely find something. The journey would be worth the trip. Five of Cups. They regret that they said this to this government official, or somebody is getting some letter of regret or mourning or of a death. What the heck? Did somebody here actually shoot someone? Page of Swords could be these rumors, but somebody here, the buck stops here with somebody spreading lies, or also I'm seeing where somebody is finding out about rumors, or that somebody said they were a service worker, an escort, and they're saying the buck stops here. Jar spell, reunion. This is the family. Somebody wanted to reunite a family, possibly here, with their children, a King of Wands, possibly, and the mother, the old lady, was doing it by changing things in the environment. This family, they were the Antichrist, doing jar spells and stuff. I don't. Priest. This could be an Aries. This could be somebody who has a lot of faith. Exposed. Somebody also could have been exposed as a fool, gotten busted. These, there's a King of Wands and a Queen of Pentacles there. Earth energy and fire, masculine, earth, feminine energy. Four of Wands. This is gifts. This is wedding gifts on a table here. Somebody was desperate to get married because of something with the health risk. They were passing away and they needed a, oh, I cracked this one. I think I did. If this resonates with anybody who's watching, let me know. You don't have to go into a long thing about it, but you know, but this is somebody who was who was dying, and they were pregnant, and they wanted a father for their child before they passed away. And King of Swords here. This is the death, this King of Swords. This is unseen danger with this court date. This King of Swords may be investigating this death, or this is how a baby passed away. Eight of Wands. Somebody's flight risk, a lot of documents, over $100,000. Documents and letters and conversations and over the air. This could be with this King of Swords, who could be a doctor as well. Death doctor. Maybe they help somebody to die. I don't know. Witch. Friend. Bad guy. Wants to come back around, but the cycle has closed. You learn the lesson. You learn this person, you know, maybe going through. When I say karmic, we're all karmic and we're all here to learn karmic lessons. That's my take on it. But this is somebody who, at this moment in time of this reading, has taken on that they haven't learned the lesson. They're still learning the lesson. This Queen of Wands here with this Lord shifted some fiasco. They created a fiasco to shift some energy or shift something into their favor. What is this with the despair? This is the Seven of Cups. Somebody's confused over how this changed. This is going to be in the news, or there's confusion about how someone passed away, about a suicide. This is the Nine of Wands. Somebody is now afraid that this Lord here is bad guy who staged all this is getting caught. Now this person who staged this is this King of Swords who found out about a child. Okay? And this is this proposal coming in for this house, for this mortgage, for this deed, for this apology, because they found out enough of the truth. They don't have to know the whole truth. I don't think they do know the whole truth. But they found out enough of the truth of how this situation was set up. Okay? How this situation was set up. This is King and Queen, and this is the Queen of Pentacles. So now this Queen of Pentacles, either one of two things. Either they are the mate to the King of Wands or the Queen of Wands. Fire sign to fire sign. We have the Fool here. Or earth sign to the King of Wands. This earth sign could be the elderly woman who controls the climate of this King of Wands. Do you understand? And because of a baby, they wanted this person to be married. to be married, okay? Because of a family, possibly a pregnancy. Now this is, but it was all staged. It was all staged. This King of Swords is finding out. This whole thing was staged. This person could very well. Ooh. Okay, guys, it keeps freezing, so I'm going to end it up with this. Could have been somebody that was in your family that was having an affair with somebody that you were in love with, got pregnant, and then blamed it on someone else as well. Your ex. Blamed it on your ex-partner. And it's all about, in the end, this is the payout of this inheritance. Okay? Something is going towards this inheritance regardless of what these people have plotted and schemed and how they tried to interfere with your love life, interfere with your personal life, whatever they've done. This is, the jar spell has busted, and this King of Swords, it knows the truth. They know the truth. We're just waiting, and I'm seeing right here there's an apology coming with this house, mortgage, and deed. The papers are going to be put in your hand. Do you understand? Okay, I'm going to leave it alone. Guys, thank you for watching, and I hope to see you again. And yeah, if you want to come back, just hit the bell icon, please. Become a subscriber, and you'll be notified whenever I'm in the neighborhood. And outside of that, until next time, peace.